In 2007, I had the privilege of interviewing the most charismatic luchadors in professional wrestling history, the Flying Burrito brothers, El Cucuy and El Guapo de Chicharon. They gave me an in-depth discussion on their careers, and it was a truly amazing insight on two men who came from nothing to have everything. I felt it was an obligation 7 years later to follow up with these two individuals to see what they were still up to. But what I found out in completing this journey left me in sadness. Follow me now as I make this trip back to the Southwest to find out what is going on with the Flying Burrito brothers. My journey started off by making some calls and traveling back to a small town just outside Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I was able to track down El Guapo. He was living in a home and seemed very confined in what he was willing to tell me about his current situation and what was going on with his partner, El Cucuy.
El Guapo, it's been a long time since we've seen you last. Kind of surprised, I remember you and El Cucuy last time we were together. You guys had a nice little session and everything like that. And I was kind of surprised to find out that you guys aren't really together anymore. What's been going on since the last time we spoke?
We had some issues, but I'm doing my own thing.
Doing your own thing?
Yes.
Well, okay, so are you still wrestling? What's been going on?
We were wrestling for many years. I'm now kind of giving my life up for Christ, Oh. So I don't really wrestle.
You don't wrestle anymore?
No.
Nothing pertaining to any injuries or anything like that, or is that something you just don't want to get into?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Never mind. I don't think we need to bring that up.
Yeah, I don't think you want to.
Okay. Is there any specific reasons? I noticed there that you're not wearing the same mask. What happened to...
I burned that bitch.
You burned it? Why?
Yeah, see. Because that pinche... What's his name? Whoever...
Cucuy, your partner.
Yeah, that pinche, that guy. He turned his back on me, man.
What did he do?
I don't really want to get a lot into it, but I'll just say that he did stuff that you can never be forgiven for.
Never be forgiven for?
No.
Well, without going into too many legal aspects or anything, because obviously I understand that, things. I had read in the papers about your house that there might have been some damages and stuff like that. Trying to make my way down here, and
that was in the papers.
Yeah, it was in the news when I was trying to do a little follow up here. I do my research. That's what we do here. You don't want to go into it.
No.
Okay. How's the wife and kids?
She left me, man.
She left you.
It was a mutual thing, but yes, she left.
She left. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. It's a little standoffish and everything. I'm just trying to be a friend here to you. Just trying to do a little follow up. You guys were my favorite team when I was growing up as a kid to watch, and that's the reason why we did the first one. I'm a little surprised at just the anger I'm feeling on this end.
Well, it's very, the wound is still fresh.
Very fresh.
See, have you talked to him?
We can't find him. I've been looking all over. I've talked to about 7 or 8 people. They said the only person who might know is you. I can't find him anywhere.
He's probably over somewhere panhandling for cash because he's paying for his drug habits.
Drug habits.
You see, his drug habits. You see, because I'm not saying anything, but after something happened, he started using my injury as a way for him to get medication. So, and now he's addicted to it. See, what he was doing was he was going out into the remote area of our village back in Mexico, and he was purposely getting bitten by rattlesnakes so he could go to the local pharmacia and get his hillbilly heroin to feed his habit. He lost a finger,
He lost a finger?
He did. He's got some fake prosthetic bullshit on it right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it something we should bring up to him?
You go ahead. He'll probably deny that shit, or he'll say it was my fault or something, like I botched some shit.
Oh, man. Okay, well, is that all that he's done?
I don't want to get into anything else of what he's done. All I know is that he owes me some money.
Okay.
And he's a dumb junkie.
He's a dumb junkie.
See.
Well, I mean, so what do you do to make to get by?
Well, I mean, I kind of have a little shop where I sell stuff. I do like the Storage Wars on A&E. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I go in there and I buy stuff that stupid idiots don't pay for, and then I sell it in my shop for cheap.
Oh man,
that's easy money.
But no, wrestling's just not really...
No. I mean, I go to conventions every now and once in a while, and then I sign some autographs, but I don't have the money to take his pinche photos out, so I just kind of cut around him.
Oh, and so you're doing Storage Wars type stuff, doing a couple of conventions, and just giving it up to God, huh? Is that why the mask is the crucifix? Oh, okay. I see. So... Well, I mean, it's good to catch up with you. If we might try and see, is there any hope of reconciling?
No, I don't see it. No, I mean, it could happen. I don't know.
What do you think would be best for him for a reconciliation to happen? You think
he would have to give his life up for Christ, Senor, and come over here and apologize to me and my family for everything he's ever done.
Well, we'll see if we can get a hold of him to get his side of this. You said where do you think he is?
Probably right now, if I know him best, he's probably panhandling in front of, I don't know, pinche Walmart or something, begging for change or something. I don't know. He's not even that good at that. He wasn't even that good in the ring. I carried him all those years.
I found out that El Cucuy was exactly where Guapo suspected he was. Panhandling near a grocery store.
El Cucuy, one half of the Burrito Brothers.
What you been up to, bro?
Not much. We've been we've been wanting to do a little documentary, see how you've been doing, man. Yeah,
man, I'm alright, doing my thing. Falling on hard times a little bit, but I'm still in the game, bro.
You got time maybe to do another interview or anything?
Huh?
You got time maybe we can do a little catch-up or interview or anything like that?
I guess, yeah, got nothing better to do, so I'm supposed to meet some guys, but,
okay.
Put that in the back burner,
Okay. Where would you like to meet up, man?
Let's just, undisclosed location,
Nope, no problem.
I went to the address El Cucuy provided me, finding it odd that the doors were unlocked in what seemed to be a foreclosed home. I was amazed to find out that he was living there. I was also amazed to find out that he was still battling a lot of addictions.
Hey, bro, what are you doing? You edit that out later, right, bro?
Yeah, no problem. How we doing here? What's going on?
Yeah, you just, you're ready to do the interview. You edit that out later, bro. I don't want to...
Yeah, absolutely. It's all off the record,
Hey, let's take a seat.
We talked to your partner earlier today.
Oh.
We'll get into all of that. Well, it's been a long time since we've seen you, El Cucuy.
Yeah, well, the wrestling business down south dried up a bit, We went through our hard times, we went through our good times, and, right now you're catching us on a hard time,
Yeah?
So...
Well, what's been going on in your life the last couple of years? You guys seemed like you were, like a well-knit family there for a little bit.
Everything went good, sometimes, people get greedy,
People get greedy.
People get greedy, bro, and, I can't help, other people wanting to judge the way people want to live their life. I like to live my life a certain way. I live it 100%. And Guapo didn't agree with, some of the things, that we were doing, Sometimes you gotta hurt your shoulder, your knee. Sometimes you gotta do to put on the show for the fans, and you didn't like that. He's a little bit more straight-laced.
Well, nothing's off the cuff here. We like to talk about everything when it comes to this type of stuff, El Cucuy, and we did speak to El Guapo earlier, just kind of while we were searching for you. As a matter of fact, we had to go through him a little bit to try and find you because we couldn't find you at your last known address.
Hey, if El Guapo's gonna see this or listen to this, hey, that wasn't my fault, bro. You botched the fucking spot, not me. I did my part. I was 100% on, and you botched it.
Well, I mean, but does that go to the other rumors? He says allegedly that you had some issues where maybe you caused damage to his house and his family and things like that. This is all over his spot?
So, he said, he wanted a Retoro del Mecánico, a bull, they wanted to rent a big, one of those electric bulls.
Right.
And we said, okay, we got paid, the promoter paid us. And he said he had the room. He wanted a party for his kid. He said he had the room. We had to knock down a wall to put the bull in. That's not my fault. And so there was an electrical issue with the bull, and something caught fire. This was in December. It got caught. His Christmas tree got caught on fire, and it burned part of his house down. Unfortunately, and thank God nobody was hurt. Just the house, and it can be replaced. I don't understand why he's got such a big issue with this.
Well, he said his wife is leaving him because of this stuff. She blames you, and he blames you.
His wife is leaving him because he can't live up. After the accident, he got hooked on those pills.
What accident? He didn't really tell me. He looked injured. What was the accident? He wouldn't go into detail.
He had a spot where we do what they call it, in Canada, the Canadian crusher. You flip, and the other guy, and we do a version of that. Okay, it's called the Mexican machada, and so basically, he flips. He put his legs between my legs. He flips me over. I flip over. We do like a double flip, and then he lands on his legs. He fucked the spot up completely. Okay? He fucked up, and he landed on his knee all fucked up, and that was it. He blew his patella, his fucking tendons, everything, bro. He's done.
Right.
His shin fucking snapped in half. It looked like that. He's waving like that, like a fucking flag. His fucking shit. And you know what? That's his fault. He's saying I botched his spot because supposedly I was doing what I like to do,
Well, clearly we see you like doing what you like to do, We're judgment-free zone here, sir.
Yeah, don't judge me, bro. I do what I got to do to get by. And, we're on hard times, but, we're in an undisclosed location because I got some people after me a little bit, so...
You want to go into detail about any of those? What's been going on? We saw you panhandling on the side of the road there.
Oh. When you're dealing with promoters south of the border, and they expect you to lose to somebody, and I don't think that would have been good for my future, So I took a couple stick shots at one of the promoter's nephews, and apparently the promoter was connected with some not so good people. He decided not to pay me, so I crashed her dressing room, and I had no choice. I had to take a shit in the promoter's car to prove a point. This is my landscape. This is, you're not going to do that to me.
Right.
And it all happened on the same night. With El Guapo, hurting his leg. It was an insane night. And I'd have to say that's the last time, I do small little promotions involving, tacks and 2x4s and weed whackers. It's not something that I'm proud of, but I got to do what I got to do to feed myself,
I understand.
And I like to have a good time, everybody knows I like to have a good time, so. whatever.
Well, no, you've had a storied career. I mean, we talked about it the last time we met up. You've had several decades spanning career. I mean, just because you don't want to do a job, some people would say maybe that you're being a little selfish there. You know, you're not necessarily on the top anymore.
That would threaten my future. You got it? That would threaten my future if I did a job to some young punk who may or may not make it in the business where I made it in the business. He may not make it. 75% sure he will not make it. I made it 100%. Why am I going to put some little punk over when I made it?
Well, it sounds like
he had no business in there either. He just got it because of his uncle's promotion. He didn't have the body. He didn't have the mic skills. He didn't have the moves. Period. Plain and simple. I have the skills, and the same fucking night El Guapo fucked up. Eating too many burritos, fucking all the senoritas, drinking all the... You know what? He needs to stay in shape, stay skinny, and he needs to do the things that's going to keep him thin and in shape and, you know...
Like cocaine and wine and pills.
Hey, look, bro. Everybody diets their own way, right? Everybody diets their own way. And, you know, there's nothing wrong. Wine is very healthy. And cocaina, you know, hey... Sometimes I'm hungry and I want to eat a burrito. I want to eat a fucking chimichanga, and they're not so good for you. So I do a little fucking line, you know. Or sometimes I'll come up all night with the ladies, drinking, having a good time, smoking a little marijuana, drinking some wine, drinking some cervezas, and I'm all fucked up. I do a little fucking bump, and right back. It's my fucking kickstand, you know.
Well, aren't you worried at all? I mean, there's a laundry list of names of people who've died in your business because of, you know, these type of problems.
They don't pace themselves. I pace myself perfectly. El Guapo, and I know you're going to watch this, you motherfucker. El Guapo, and I'm talking to you. You pace yourself. Your house was not my fault. You wanted the Retorno Mecánico El Toro for your house, not me. I had the money. I brought it in, I had to knock the wall down, I was going to build it back up. Big deal. My primos y tíos were going to fucking build the wall back up. All the movidas. And he got all fucking butthurt because of that. And he said his wife is leaving because of me. His wife was into other women before they met. Right? She's leaving because he can't paint the fence no more, if you know what I mean.
Well, this is all allegedly. I mean, you know, you don't want to, just like he does with you, allegedly this, allegedly that. I mean, it seems like there must be something more than this. This doesn't sound like something that would just be over a house, you know? I'm seeing a little bit, you got a little bit, you know, be far for me to judge, but I sense a little bit of anger issues, a little bit of restraint, maybe from the chemicals you're putting in your system, maybe from the things that you're doing.
Don't judge. I never once put my body on the line for a promotion that was going to undercut me.
Well, do you ever plan on reconciling with him?
What?
Yeah.
If he admits to what he did wrong.
Well, I'll say this, and we asked him because he doesn't have his mask anymore. I asked him what he did to it. And he said he burned it. So I don't know if he's planning on.
Why did he burn it?
He said it's symbolic for what you did to him. And I know that the luchador mask is a very respected traditional thing. So to burn the mask would be like, you know, renouncing your soul almost. Don't you feel anything here? Don't you feel that maybe some of the things...
I have no sympathy for someone this week who can't man up. No sympathy. He has no cojones. He wants to burn his mask. All he has to do is eat better, get in better shape, stretch, get into the gym, and we could be on the top again. But El Guapo chose the crybaby's way out, and that's not my fault. I don't know what to tell you. You know, Guapo is El Guapo. And you know what? Nobody's going to change El Guapo, and nobody's going to change El Cucuy.
Well, I mean, clearly we're seeing that here, you know.
El Guapo this is El Guapo. He's got a gun to his head. You know? And me, personally, I live my life to the fullest. I soak in all this world has to offer. And you know what? El Guapo is a piece of shit. And he's the woman of the relationship and between him and his wife, and he knows it. I told him, okay, you really want to know what happened?
Yes.
The night of the fire, his wife was beating him. You motherfucker, you stupid pinche cabrón, just fucking slapping him. And we all know the size of El Guapo's wife. Right?
Yeah, we did notice she was a very, let's just say, Rubenesque woman.
Fucking forearms the size of half hawks. And so, she's beating the fuck out of him. I get in the middle of it. Hey, you know, it's a mistake. I even said, hey, this is my fault. You know, we'll fix it. You know, blah, blah. Ah, fuck you, El Cucuy. She tries fucking hitting me. I said, woman, you know, you wanna act like a man? I'm gonna treat you like a man. I put that fucking bitch in the fucking headlock. The Guapo's on my back. Hey, my wife. And keep in mind, fucking El Guapo's fucking legs all fucked up still. You know, from the fucking botch he did. My fucking wife, and I'm fucking hitting his wife. His wife's fucking clawing at my mask, fucking trying. I fucking just his fucking wife. And Guapo was behind me. His legs were behind his wife. She fell on him. She fucking crushed his other knee. And that's not my fucking fault. That's their fault. That's their thing. His wife attacked me. Now, Guapo's fucking legs are done because of his fat dyke wife and because of his shitty fucking health.
Well, you know, you sound a lot like the famous philosopher Gene Snitsky when you say it's not my fault. And
I can't control the people's actions. I can't.
Just your own.
Just my own.
Is wrestling part of your life anymore still?
Absolutely.
How often do you wrestle?
You know, when they call, you know, when they need a larger name on the card, you know, to sell some tickets, I'll do it, you know. Granted, I'm making about 90% less than what I did. And I do what I can to survive, you know. I do what I can to survive.
What are you doing on the side besides wrestling? I mean, it's not so big in this area as it used to be.
Well, I'm not. I'm a little too ashamed to say it.
Right.
But it's not good.
Nothing we can get into on the record, necessarily?
We'll just say it's illegal in the United States. It's not illegal in Mexico. And it involves a donkey. El burro. No male burros, only female burros.
Oh my God.
And, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know. So.
Well, you know, this has been one of those things that I was a personal fan. I grew up watching you guys. And it's so sad to see that this, I don't think this is the final chapter. I hope that there's a nice conclusion to this. But I'm kind of heartbreaking to see what seemed like a solid rock team tear itself apart due to he said politics and bullshit. It almost looks like.
It all stems to the Guapo cannot keep control of his life, his wife, or his health.
But you have nothing but forget your stuff, right? You're just not to blame on any of this? It's all him.
It's all him. It's not me. The Guapo knows what he did. He didn't keep himself in shape. He fucked the botch up. He fucked the moves up. He botched it. Not my fault. Not my fault. He didn't study the tapes. He wasn't in the ring. He wasn't in the gym day in and day out, stretching, working on the moves like me. Hey, granted, yeah, I need a little bit of a scoopy snap here and there to keep me going. But you know what? I ain't hurting nobody, bro. I didn't hurt him. I ain't hurting nobody. I'm not even hurting myself. He hurt himself, and his wife hurt him. And now, from what I hear, she's back to, doing what she's doing, before she met him, trying to be a man. Just like when she tried to beat me up, she thought she was a man. She's not a man. She's a woman. She's got a vagina. She's a woman. She tried to be a man when she fight me. She tried to be a man before she met El Guapo. And El Guapo thinks he can tame a fucking wild horse. He can't do that. He thought he could tame me. I'm a fucking wild horse that said he can't tame me.
We were warned that you had a little bit of anger and aggression issues, and that they get worse with the things that you tend to do. I'll have to say I was a little bit intimidated when I heard this. When I heard this, not from one person, not from two, but no less than at least 10 people when we were trying to find you. Sometimes you need to look into a mirror.
Well, I look into the mirror every day, bro. And I'm happy with myself.
Yeah?
They're the ones with the problem because they hate what El Cucuy is. They hate that El Cucuy lives by his own life code. They want to live in a box, and I want to carve my way through this fucking life. I carve my own path. I don't walk some other man's path. I make my own paths. They don't like that.
They say kid's tale about El Cucuy was a monster that would eat children at night. I think I'm seeing the actual life version here now. Much different than the man I grew up and respected on TV. Much different than the man I met a couple years ago.
You can talk all the shit you want, bro, but don't step out of line, because I'll go behind that camera and fuck you up.
I shoot straight. I shoot straight.
You can shoot straight all you want, bro, but you won't be walking straight when you leave. I don't give a fuck. Watch your fucking mouth. You understand me? Watch your fucking mouth, because you know what? I will fuck you up.
Well, Mr. Cucuy, I'm just telling you right now, I'm not worried about you. All these other people may be intimidated by you, but you don't scare me. You don't scare me.
You should be scared.
Really?
Everybody should fear the name El Cucuy. Don't make me fuck you up.
Well,
You saw the fucking fate that El Guapo that El Guapo suffered, right?
So you are admitting it then?
No. It's what happens when you don't live in my shadow. I'm so big. I cast a shadow. And you must live in my shadow. And if you don't live in my shadow and you walk out of my shadow, what do you think's going to happen?
Shadow or physical human piece of garbage? I'm not sure what I see here today. You make me sick, man.
You know what? You go look at yourself in the mirror, alright? You go look at your fucking self in the mirror, and you fucking think to yourself, you know what, motherfucker? You think to yourself how you want to fucking live, alright? You fucking think how you fucking live. And I will fuck you up.
Hey, you know what? Whatever you gotta do, man, you better watch it. I'm not afraid.
Yeah?
Not afraid.
So with that, I left. I'm not sure what else is in store for these two icons of wrestling. I can only hope that one day they can get together and find a way to make amends on what was the greatest partnership in professional wrestling history. I'm Sean Breeding, and thank you very much for watching.